In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to determine the number of pods needed for a particular region using the Replan software. So for this example, I've opened up just Dallas County, Texas. And the first thing we need to do is just go to the File menu, and click on Resource Analyzer. Now this is basically all we need to be able to perform this task. Now notice we have data preloaded here at the population level and at the household level. So this is basically your medical versus non-medical models. So let's say it's going to be a non-medical pod, so we're going to use the head of household assumption. So I'll click on households, and I'll see this is the number of households in this particular region that's shown in Replan. So the first thing we need to do is we need to enter into the tool how quickly people can be treated at a particular dispensing booth or dispensing lane. So it's probably going to be somewhere between a minute and 5 minutes, depending on how you're organizing your lanes. And this is really going to be information that you will have learned from your pod drills. So for this example, let's say it's 3 minutes. So that's 180 seconds. So I'll just drag this slider to 180 seconds. Now notice when I drag the slider, the plan execution time changes, it increases. So basically what I'm saying right now is if I had one pod with one booth per pod, so it's one booth, one dispensing lane at one pod for the entire county, it would take me 43,000 hours to complete dispensing. Of course, that's way too long, so that's why we need more booths. So the next thing we do is we just drag this slider up until the number here becomes acceptable. So we're going to drag it until it reaches 36 hours. And that will tell us how many booths or dispensing lanes we need across this entire region. Okay, so we're going to need about, say, 1,207 booths for the entire region. Now, how many of these booths do you think, or dispensing lanes, do you think we can fit into a particular pod? Of course, that's going to depend on the pod facility itself. So this isn't going to be a number that's the same for every pod facility, because it could be that one high school is larger than another one, or one high school has better parking than another one, or you have a community center that could handle twice as much as a high school, or a stadium perhaps. However, this is just to get started, so imagine an average. So for this example, let's say that we can fit 20 booths or 20 dispensing lanes into each pod. So I'll drag this up to 20. And now once I've done this, you can see the total number of pods has dropped. So to dispense to the entire population using a head of household model within 35.99 hours, so basically 36 hours, I would need 1,207 booths spread out over 61 pods. So that's it. All the data is ready for you in Replan to perform these calculations, and the slider tool makes it easy to understand. So you don't need calculators, you don't need to go and look up the formulas to perform any of these tasks.